Hi, passionate Rangers FC fans. Welcome to Rangers Update, your dedicated source for all things Rangers. Before we dive in, we want to express our gratitude for your unwavering support. If you bleed blue, don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, and let's strengthen our community. Now, let's get into the latest updates. A hearty welcome to our new followers. Your backing means the world to us. WATP, let's get to the news. The football world has been left reeling after shocking developments involving one of Scotland's most storied clubs, Rangers. Rumors have been swirling for days about an unprecedented move from FIFA, one that could shake the very foundations of the sport in Europe. Sources close to the matter suggest that the governing body has stripped Rangers of a title, a decision that has sent shockwaves through supporters and pundits alike. The whispers in the corridors of football power hint at internal disputes, compliance issues, and perhaps something more sinister that remains behind closed doors. Fans have taken to social media, speculating on what might have triggered such a severe sanction, with theories ranging from administrative oversights to allegations of misconduct that have yet to see the light of public scrutiny. It is rare for FIFA to take such dramatic action against a club with a legacy as deep and passionate as Rangers, and the silence from both the club and the officials only fuels the intrigue. The narrative unfolding suggests a drama that goes beyond the pitch, hinting at a tug-of-war between football politics and the pride of a club with a century of history, where every decision carries weight far beyond what fans can imagine. As discussions continue in the media, insiders hint that this decision was not taken lightly. FIFA, known for its cautious approach in disciplinary matters, allegedly conducted extensive investigations before arriving at this momentous verdict. The intricacies of club management, transfers, and financial dealings might have played a role, though no concrete evidence has yet been made public. The Rangers hierarchy is reportedly scrambling behind the scenes, consulting legal advisors, and preparing appeals that could drag this saga into months of uncertainty. Fans are torn between disbelief and outrage, flooding online forums with passionate debates over the fairness and implications of the ruling. Speculators suggest that this could signal a wider crackdown on clubs who might be skirting regulations, hinting at an era where even historic giants are not immune to the scrutiny of global football authorities. The atmosphere around Ibrox, usually filled with chants and celebration, has turned tense, almost anticipatory, as supporters brace themselves for the fallout and the possibility that the club they love could face further ramifications beyond the mere loss of a title. Behind the scenes, whispers in the footballing community suggest that this saga could be tied to broader issues within European football governance. Some pundits speculate that political maneuvering within FIFA may have influenced the timing and nature of the decision, with power plays between different continental federations creating an environment ripe for controversy. The Rangers' leadership is said to be navigating a labyrinth of communications, press releases, and private meetings, trying to maintain dignity while challenging a ruling that could alter the club's historical record forever. Commentators are already debating whether this move sets a precedent for future sanctions, questioning whether other clubs might face similar scrutiny in the coming seasons. The tension is palpable, as fans try to reconcile their unwavering loyalty with the stark reality of administrative and regulatory pressure. Every new leak or hint of information ignites speculation, creating a frenzy in which truth and conjecture blend together, leaving the football world in suspense. It seems that no detail is too minor, no document too trivial, as analysts attempt to piece together a puzzle that could redefine what it means to compete at the highest level in Scottish and European football. Social media platforms have become battlegrounds of opinion, where speculation spreads faster than official statements. Fans of Rangers are particularly vocal, demanding transparency and accountability from FIFA, while some neutral observers question whether the club's historical prominence has inadvertently placed it under a microscope that few others face. Analysts suggest that this kind of sanction, if upheld, might have far-reaching consequences for sponsorship deals, player morale, and future transfer dealings. Clubs that once looked to Rangers as a model of success might now find themselves reassessing how governance and compliance are handled at the top level. Meanwhile, whispers from insiders suggest that there might be undisclosed correspondence, emails, or financial audits that have formed the basis of FIFA's decision, though no details have been officially released. The situation is ripe for conjecture, with each leak, each rumor, and each cryptic statement feeding the narrative of intrigue and tension. Supporters are left balancing hope with fear, knowing that the outcome of this saga could influence the club for years to come, both on and off the field. The Rangers squad itself is reportedly in a state of disbelief, with players and staff unsure how to react publicly. Behind closed doors, sources claim there is a mixture of anger, frustration, and determination as the club seeks to assert its case and maintain the spirit that has defined its legacy for generations. The potential impact on player careers, morale, and even upcoming fixtures adds another layer of complexity to an already dramatic situation. Coaches and management are allegedly meeting daily to strategize a response, working alongside legal teams to navigate a process that is as opaque as it is consequential. Meanwhile, fans continue to hold vigils of solidarity online, sharing memories and historic triumphs to remind the football world of the club's enduring stature. Speculators suggest that rival clubs are watching closely, curious to see how FIFA handles such a high-profile case, potentially signaling a shift in how authority and legacy intersect in modern football. The emotional weight of this unfolding story is enormous, creating a climate where every statement, gesture, or leak is magnified, shaping the narrative in real time. As this saga continues to unfold, international attention is increasingly focused on Scotland, with media outlets and pundits around the world dissecting every available detail. Rumors abound of meetings between FIFA executives and Rangers representatives, negotiations that may involve conditions for reinstatement or partial remedies. Some speculate that the decision could have political undertones, reflecting tensions between national associations, continental bodies, and FIFA itself. Meanwhile, fan communities, both locally and internationally, are mobilizing in support of Rangers, creating a wave of solidarity that is impossible to ignore. The implications of this action extend far beyond trophies or league standings, touching on issues of trust, governance, and the perceived fairness of the sport itself. The situation is evolving rapidly, with every new piece of information feeding into a narrative that is as dramatic as it is unprecedented. For Rangers supporters, this is more than a story about football. It is a saga that challenges identity, loyalty, and the very fabric of the club's proud history, leaving the world to wonder what will happen next. The final aspect of this developing story revolves around speculation regarding the broader European football landscape. Analysts suggest that this action against Rangers might inspire other clubs to examine their own governance structures, fearing similar repercussions from FIFA or other oversight bodies. Conversations in boardrooms and among fans alike are turning to hypothetical scenarios. What if historic clubs and other leagues faced similar scrutiny? Could this mark the beginning of an era where legacy is not enough to shield clubs from regulation and oversight? Insiders hint that legal appeals and procedural reviews are likely to dominate the coming months, potentially reshaping relationships between clubs, national associations, and FIFA. The tension between history, loyalty, and compliance is at the center of this narrative, with Rangers caught in a maelstrom of speculation, rumor, and intrigue. For now, the football world watches with bated breath, aware that whatever comes next could redefine the meaning of success and justice in the sport, leaving fans, pundits, and players alike questioning how a club so revered could be at the center of such a storm. The drama is far from over, and the echoes of this scandal may reverberate for years to come. Whispers among insiders suggest that the Rangers saga could have implications far beyond Scottish football, with European clubs and governing bodies watching every development closely. Some sources claim that FIFA's decision may be part of a broader attempt to assert authority over clubs that have historically operated with a high degree of independence, challenging the notion that legacy grants immunity from oversight. In football circles, speculation is rife about which aspects of the club's operations drew scrutiny, whether it is financial transactions, alleged procedural irregularities, or even more hidden matters that may never fully be disclosed to the public. Meanwhile, social media remains a storm of conjecture, with fans, journalists, and former players offering their interpretations, often contradictory, and each new rumor seems to grow in intensity. Observers note that the timing of this ruling is curious, aligning with other global shifts in football governance, and some hint that political maneuvers within FIFA could be influencing decisions in ways that are invisible to ordinary supporters. As the story continues to evolve, the uncertainty itself becomes part of the narrative, creating a sense that no one, supporter, player, or pundit, is truly in control of what happens next. On the ground in Glasgow, the atmosphere among Rangers supporters is electric yet tense, a mix of pride in the club's history and anxiety over its uncertain present. Fans have taken to the streets and digital platforms alike, seeking answers while offering unwavering support to a club they love with a passion few can comprehend. Sources close to the team suggest that internal discussions are happening at every level, from executive offices to dressing rooms, as the club attempts to strategize a path forward in light of FIFA's unprecedented action. Speculation persists that some influential figures within the club may have underestimated the scrutiny of international authorities and now face a challenge far larger than any on-field rivalry. Pundits note that the saga could alter perceptions of governance and compliance across Scottish football, sending a message that even the most storied institutions are not beyond reproach. Meanwhile, rumors circulate about potential appeals, negotiations, or even conditional arrangements that might allow the club to regain recognition, each theory adding layers to an already complex and emotionally charged situation. Analysts are debating whether this decision could have a ripple effect on player contracts and future transfers. Inside sources hint that some of the squad may feel unsettled, questioning whether they remain part of a club that now faces a cloud of uncertainty from the highest levels of football authority. Speculators have gone as far as suggesting that rival clubs might see opportunities, whether in approaching unsettled players or in observing how FIFA enforces compliance on a broader scale. Meanwhile, supporters cling to the hope that their team can withstand the storm, even as discussions about governance, transparency, and accountability dominate headlines and social media feeds. Some rumors suggest that there are private meetings between FIFA officials and Rangers representatives, exploring possible resolutions that could involve conditions or stipulations not yet made public. The intrigue deepens with each passing day, leaving the football world captivated by the uncertainty, and analysts emphasize that the outcome could redefine how historic clubs engage with global authorities moving forward. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to get all the exclusive news about Rangers FC. Don't overlook any details about your beloved team. It's crucial for Rangers FC fans. The media frenzy surrounding this scandal has been relentless, with commentators dissecting every piece of available information, no matter how small or unverified. Insider sources hint at the existence of confidential reports, audits, or communications that may have influenced FIFA's ruling, though these details remain closely guarded. Pundits are speculating whether this is a singular event or the start of a new era in which historic clubs must answer to rigorous standards, challenging assumptions about tradition and prestige. Meanwhile, fans' reactions range from disbelief to outrage, with forums and social media becoming echo chambers of passion, frustration, and loyalty. Some voices suggest that this saga could serve as a warning to other clubs, a dramatic example of the consequences of failing to meet the expectations of governing bodies, whether real or perceived. As the speculation grows, so does the sense that Rangers is at the center of a story that transcends sport, blending politics, history, and emotion into a narrative that is as compelling as any championship drama on the pitch. There are also murmurs that this scandal might influence future discussions about European competitions and eligibility criteria. Analysts suggest that FIFA could use this moment to assert more control over clubs participating in continental tournaments, signaling that historic achievements will no longer shield any team from scrutiny. Inside sources hint that Rangers' current predicament could affect negotiations, sponsorship deals, and partnerships, making the stakes even higher than simply losing recognition for a title. Speculation also abounds regarding the potential for reconciliation or compromise, with some suggesting that careful negotiation might allow the club to regain its status under certain conditions. Fans are left in a limbo of hope and anxiety, debating what steps the club should take while wrestling with the implications of FIFA's unprecedented move. Each new development fuels discussion, analysis, and rumor, as the football world collectively tries to understand how and why such a dramatic decision could have been made against a club with the stature and history of Rangers. The human element of this story cannot be understated. Sources indicate that players, coaching staff, and executives are navigating the uncertainty with a mixture of determination and trepidation. Supporters, meanwhile, are galvanized, creating online campaigns and initiatives in a show of solidarity, as if to remind the football world that a club's soul cannot be measured in trophies alone. Pundits continue to speculate about the deeper ramifications, with some suggesting that this could be a turning point in the relationship between clubs and governing bodies, a moment when compliance, transparency, and authority take precedence over tradition. Rumors continue to swirl about possible internal disagreements, secret negotiations, and legal maneuvers, each adding intrigue to an already complex saga. As observers watch this drama unfold, it is clear that Rangers' predicament is about more than just a title. It is a story of identity, governance, and power, leaving everyone involved and watching to wonder how the next chapter will reshape the landscape of Scottish and European football forever. Greetings, fans. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as it's greatly appreciated by Rangers FC. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments section below. Until the next video, stay tuned.